the picturesque Dang district of Gujarat, comprising more than 350 tiny villages which dot this scenic, hilly landscape. The inhabitants of these villages are an Adivasi tribe known as Dangis, still living within the confines of nature and its resources. As yet, untouched by all that modern education and social awareness can offer. 48% of the population of rural India is made up of such tribals. The tribals of Dang cultivate land. There are hardly any irrigation facilities. In fact, their crop is only seasonal. They can farm merely for 6 months in a year. Even during the farming season, their average income is just 5 rupees a day. That too is short-lived. Their staple diet is nangli, which is sparsely available. They eat what they grow. Life is simple, innocent, unpolluted, but yet far removed from the realities of time. Come winter time, community bonfires light up their nights and also protect them from the cold. Even nangli is not always available. And so, as morning comes and pangs of hunger build up, they learn to kill their appetite by chewing tobacco. Men as well as women, and even children are initiated into it. After all, they have to learn to subsist on the barest minimum. Such circumstances give rise to various diseases, but health facilities are limited. They have to depend either on their own homemade natural remedies or perhaps on a roving doctor. The weekly bazaar is something to look forward to. It has its own importance in their workaday as well as social life. The tribals bring their local produce and craft to sell to the traders, and whatever little they make is then exchanged for the minor necessities that the shopkeeper provides them from town. A little spillover could perhaps delight an innocent heart with a small delicacy. Life for these tribals is a perpetual strain, and yet there is a smile on their faces. They are cheerful and gay, experiencing and enjoying all the natural emotions of romance and love in their own simple way. Marriage does not mean gaudy festivities. It is a social custom, later blessed with offsprings to make the union stronger. Interesting people, but leading a shackled life, confined by poverty. Could it be that some caring person could spare a thought for them and help them change their lives? Yes, it did happen when one kind-hearted soul walked into this picturesque environment and started realizing her dream of educating the backward tribal women of India. Purnima Pakwasa walked from village to village, coaxing Adivasis to enroll their daughters at her new residential school. At first, the girls were shy and hesitant, their parents reluctant and skeptical. But finally, Purnima Bain won the day. She took up the challenge almost as a crusade and achieved remarkable success in her endeavors. The first 17 girl students came forward and began their initial lessons from their guide and guru. Beta kyun rite bolso? Om. Om. And her cherished school was started under the shade of a huge tree in Saputara, a small township situated at a height of 2,700 feet. Today, after 10 years, the Ritambara Vishwa Vidyapeeth can boast of more than 200 girls on its rolls. Now, Ritambara is a firm reality. The climate is invigorating, physically as well as emotionally. The tribal girls are well turned out, neatly dressed in uniforms, learning to respect and appreciate discipline. Under the tribal welfare scheme, the government provides a monthly grant of ₹100 per girl. But that is not enough. A shortage of funds persists. The school trust is working hard to meet the demands, but adequate publicity, leading to generous donations, could always be a help. The medium of education is Gujarati, a language familiar to the Dangis. Besides this, they are also taught Hindi, English, maths and other subjects. Special emphasis is given to Sanskrit. Sundays and holidays see the girls on excursions to their original natural surroundings. The girls continue to make full use of these natural resources, thus preserving their originality, even whilst learning to become mentally and socially aware. In the midst of education and vocational training, physical fitness is given its due importance. Various kinds of sports and games are extremely popular. In fact, the girls have had an opportunity of participating in 2 national sports events too, one in Kashmir and the other in Orissa. Special classes for yoga and meditation are also held in order to complement physical fitness with emotional and spiritual upliftment. Flowering plants can always make life cheerful and bright. Girls are taught to stitch and sew, an activity which can always come in handy in the future. Some of the girls who have finished their education have now returned to their native villages, where they have even started balwadis for younger children. It is important to teach them when they are still young. There is always a demand for homemade pickles and pappers and other eatables from consumers all over. Providing food is instinctive in women, but if properly channelized, can help initiate girls into lucrative business ventures too. Food is a great unifier. Some cook, others eat, and thus they take their turns. Decent meals a day, in the company of friends and dear ones. They have everything to thank the dear God for. Evening prayers, with the staff and students joining together, are a beautiful ritual. Sarva Dharma Prathna, prayers belonging to various religions, are followed. Purnima Pakwasa's crusade, which started 10 years ago, still goes on. The work is enormous, but the intentions are lofty and the dedication tremendous. Music makes life melodious. Dance, too, forms an important part of the curriculum. It comes natural to the Adivasi girls. Ritambara is doing a remarkable job of educating and enlightening the tribals. Ritambara, which means order, eternal light, and truth.